Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. Today's workout is going to be an express HIIT workout, cardio and strength, and shorter intervals with a little core finisher at the end. So hope you can join me today. We're going to start with a little warm-up, and we're going to get started. So feet apart, abs in nice and tight. All you need, a set or two of dumbbells and your water and a space. If you don't have dumbbells, don't worry about it. You can just go through the movements without, and I'll try to give as many modifications as I can. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Take this at your own pace. As you breathe up, you're just kind of getting that core awareness and really expanding through the rib cage. Chest is open. Slight engagement in that core. Keep going. I'm just going to turn on my fitness tracker. Keep going. So I have mine set to high intensity interval training, HIIT training. You could put on other, whatever you have. I just like to have a little accountability for my workout. And we're going to roll those shoulders back. Nice and big. Good. Big shoulder rolls, really opening up through that chest, thinking about the shoulders picking up the arms and really opening up that chest. Good. Let's have some arm circles with a toe tap. It's nice and sunny today. Breathe. Great way to start your day. We're going to get in and get out really quick. Let's take those arms the other way. Nice strong arms. So we really want to reach to the fingertips, really stay nice and long here. Soft bend in the knee, and give me a little step touch here. Pull it in. Little row through the back. We're going to warm everything up. You're going to have some cardio, low impact, high impact. I'll show you options for everything, and some total body strengthening moves. So you're going to have a total body workout. I have 10s and 12s today. Sometimes I'll use one weight, sometimes two. Hamstring curls right here. Pull. Now the music is just background, so you don't have to move to any beat. Good. Breathe. We're going to get in and get out quick today. Express high intensity interval training, total body. Let's do some squats right here. Take it down and up. Abs in nice and tight. You don't have to go down too far. Good. Take it down and up. Weight in the heels. Good. Let's hold this one down and just tap your toes right and left. Warming up those shins. Good. 4, 3, hold it here. Give me a little cat and cow. So we're going to round and arch. I'll show you from the side. Rounding and extending. You don't have to go too far in each direction. Really just working through that spine. We do this on the floor in cat and cow on all fours. Kind of the same thing here. Drawing the abdominals in. Let's do one more. This feels good. Roll it all the way up. Big shoulder roll. Good. Let's go right into some good mornings. Fingertips above the ears. Come down for 2 and up for 2. Just reaching through the crown of the head. You can have a slight bend in the knees here. If you don't like to have your hands behind your head, right here is fine. Hinging at the hip. You can really feel where you're hinging here. Good. Feeling those hamstrings open up. Good. Chest is open. One more time. Breathe. And good. We're going to bring those knees up. Just bring those arms up. Getting that hip mobile. Staying nice and light on your feet. I'll show you modifications for everything today. Bring that arm up. Good. 8 more. It's 8. 7, 6, 4, 3. Feet together. March down. Good. Drive those knees up. Remember, your go-to modification for anything can just be a march if you're watching a movement, or you just need to kind of take a step back. You always want to keep those feet moving. 4, 3, 2. We're going to go alternating lateral lunges. We're going to lunge, other side. So hands on your hips. It's like a lateral squat. I'm bringing my inside toe up to feel that inner thigh a little more. Good. You're pushing the hips back. The toes are facing me. All right, good. We're going to hold it to this side for 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, other side. You can bring those hands down, reaching towards that instep. Now we're just getting started, so we're adding bigger movements with the arms. You want to make sure that body is nice and warm. Good. You can always do longer warm up. I'm gonna do a pretty good size warm up, but if you need more, you take more. Good, one more. Good. Take a deep breath up. Good, we're gonna have those feet apart. We're gonna go a rear lunge because we're gonna be doing all these movements today. So we're gonna go back to a rear lunge, alternating. So dropping that back knee down. Good, just getting that hip open. I'll show you from the front. Pushing into that front heel. Any arms you want. Good, dropping through that hip. Good. Remember, it doesn't have to be too deep. We're just warming up. And coming up, a couple more. And last one. Take a deep breath up. Good. All right, one more thing to do. I want to bring that heel forward, hinge at the hip, come up and switch. So just a little dynamic stretch for the hamstring. Again, opening it up, hinging at the hip. Last one. Good. And then let's jump that rope. So I'm not really jumping here. I can really just lift through those heels. But again, if you want to lift the balls of the feet up, you can. You can take it side to side, just getting that temperature up and that heart rate up. 3, 2, march it out wide. Good. Take a deep breath up and then go all the way forward, either halfway or all the way down. Just let everything go and bend the knees, roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Grab your water. We are ready to go. Now the first few cardio segments can be used as like an extended warm up. So that's what I like to do. I like to kind of ease into it. So the first interval is going to be low impact jumping jacks. So feet together right here. So you're going to be here. All the cardio is going to be about 45 seconds, maybe a minute, but I will gauge it by the intensity. So if I'm doing something like squat jumps, that would be a shorter duration than say something like this. So we're just tapping it out. You're gonna stay right here. If you want, bring it up to a jumping jack. Good. Now we're gonna alternate this with a little football run. So you're gonna be 4, 3, 2, football run, 4, 3, 2, jack it out. It can be here. Good. Football run for 4, 4, 3, 2, jack it out, lower high, 4, 3, 2, football run. Good, up on the toes again, and 4, 3, 2, football run, 4, 3, 2, jack it out, can be here, 4, 3, 2, football run. Heels are up on that football run, again, 2, 3, football run. Now, last blitz, I'm gonna have you pick one and stay with it for 20 seconds. Okay, so pick one, football run or jacks, and go. Good. If you wanna make it a little harder, drop it out. You can even add two little jumps there. You can tap it down, whatever you wanna do here. You only have 5 seconds left. I'm gonna go to regular jacks and time. Whew. You get a few seconds to recover here. Grab your weights. We're gonna do a squat with an upright row. So most of these strength moves are gonna be compound moves to keep that heart rate up. So your choice. If you don't want to do both, legs and upper body, you can just pick one. So it's gonna be a squat, upright row. Okay, so you don't have to go too heavy. These intervals are not gonna be too long. You can use one weight, that works too. Toes out, here we go. So an upright row, working shoulders. You can go one arm at a time. Push into the heels. This is a sumo squat. Pushing into those heels, feeling those inner thighs. Again, you can just do the upright row. So I'm alternating between both together and singles. My heart rate's kind of high. Keep your wrists straight. Everybody's gonna look a little different here because we all have different anatomy and flexibility in our shoulders. But what you don't want to do is this. Okay, keep those shoulders down. You have about 10 seconds left. Push into those heels. Separate that rib and hip nice and tall and strong through the core. Last one. And we're gonna put those weights down. Good job. All right, another cardio move. You can do this low or high. I'm gonna grab a towel. Already starting to sweat a little bit. All right, lunges right here. Okay, it's a little bit different than that jack because you're pivoting through the hips. So let's get started with it. I like to say my workouts are for everybody because I give a lot of modifications. So you can go harder, you can go faster, you can go lower. I'm turning, turning here. Again, you can have your arms up, bigger, good. Keep going. Come on. You have about 30 more seconds, so you can go a little lower. Notice my chest is up. I'm pushing into one heel. Side lunges or lateral lunges, whatever you want to call it. Push it. You can go faster. You can reach up. Play around with it. I'm doing a little bit more of a jump. You can make it more of a step. 3, 2, 1. Good job. I just fixed my mat. This constantly happens. All right, here we go. Grab those weights. We're going bicep curl with a rear lunge. Another one of my faves. I'm gonna grab a quick sip. All right, so it's gonna look like this. Feet apart. You're gonna lunge, hammer curl. We're not gonna swing the arms, okay? If you don't like lunging with the curl, you can do your bicep curl here and then lunge back like a suitcase rear lunge. Up to you. I'm doing a hammer curl. Ready? I'm definitely winded. And here we go. Try not to swing the weights. I'll just show you from the side. Keep your eyes forward. Pressing into that front heel. Working that glute, working the quad. Remember, you do you. If you need to go with no weights, if you need to just do the bicep curl, you're not interested in the lunge, you can do this with a squat. All movement is good. This is a hammer curl grip. We're not repeating any of these. So if you wanted to, maybe you can do a palm up, more like a sweeper curl. Keep those elbows in close. Abs are tight. You have about 10 seconds left. Keep your chest up, open. Good. Ooh, last one. I'm gonna even it out on the left side and put your weights down. Good job. Get a quick sip of water if you need it. All right, we are doing squats, either air squats or a jump, okay? You're gonna be here for about a minute. So I always like to tell you what we're gonna do. We won't be here any longer than a minute for these things, so you can always default to something where you keep moving, but you're not going full throttle, okay? Always wanna be able to breathe. So we're gonna go air squats. So I like to start with this, pushing into the heels. Working, faster pace, pushing into the heels, lower impact, okay? Now, second phase of this, and if you know squat jumps and you wanna go right to squat jumps, you do it. We're gonna come up on the toes. It's another great way to kind of build up that heart rate. Use the legs, squeeze the glutes. Low impact still, but a little more here. You're getting a calf lift. Just make sure you don't lean back. You're just coming up, okay? Now, if you wanna add that squat jump, notice how I'm landing in the squat. I'll show you from the side. I'm landing in the squat. So again, if this isn't for you, right here. Notice after that heel lift, I go right back down in the squat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, grab those weights again. Let me tell you what we're doing. I'm gonna throw my fans on. It's getting spicy in here. All right, this is going quick. All right, squat press. Now, I'm gonna keep this a little dynamic. One weight, and we're gonna go 2 steps with a squat overhead press. So I'm gonna take one heavier weight. I'm gonna take a 12. Now, you can have 2 weights here. All right, I'm gonna get to one side. We're gonna squat, press, squat, press. Come with me. Now, keeping those elbows in. You wanna keep that head neutral, so look up when you need to. Make sure your weight is going overhead, not behind your head, or a little in front of your face. Notice my elbows are in. I'm keeping it moving with a 2-step squat. Good. Keep it moving. You can also do this in place, and you can also do it with 2 weights. You can also do it with no weights. Especially if you're just getting started, you can hold a water bottle, your laundry detergent. It sounds silly, but it works. Use what you have. And even body weight is great to get that range of motion. If you're just starting out, I'm feeling my chest, my shoulders, my legs. Last one, and time, good. So sometimes just doing it without weight, if you're new to using weights, gets you the range of motion. It's actually a smart way to build up because you get to use the muscles in the right way with the right form. Okay, moving on. All right, so for this one, we're gonna take a pulse, 2, and an instep. So it's pulse, pulse, or single, single. So you can give it a little jump if you want. We're gonna be here for 45 seconds, so you can go pulse, pulse, knee. Notice I'm touching that instep. If you wanna add that jump, chest is up. I'm gonna show you from the side. Again, you can toggle between the low and the high. I like that option. It's such a good option because it keeps you in the interval longer. And especially if you're new, you don't wanna do 5 seconds and stop, 10 seconds and stop. I'd rather you do the lower impact. It's a little harder. You can do it with or without the jump. Come on, core is tight, chest is up. Here it is without impact, with a single. So you can really play with it here. Feeling that inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice job. Moving right along. Whew. All right. We're gonna do a front raise, okay, with a sumo again. So we're gonna take one weight. So we're gonna sumo, front raise, and up. Okay, so it's similar to the squat we did with the upright row. I'm gonna take a 10 because this one is a lot on your core, including your low back. Okay, if you don't like that with the sumo, just go to a front raise. That's fine too. All right. Shoulders back, abs engaged. Here we go. Down and come up. Now I want you to go slow here. So even if you have a lighter weight, you want to go slow to really feel those muscles, not only in your shoulders, your chest, and your core, but in your legs too. You want to stay in that sumo, pushing those knees out. They're even about with your second and third toes if I had to eyeball it. You just don't want those knees to collapse in. Again, you can just do the front raise without the squat. We're gonna spice it up a little bit if you want to. We're gonna hold it out next time and turn that dumbbell. Turn, turn, and come up, okay? If you like that option, do it. It's almost like you're driving a bus, a steering wheel. Turn, turn. Notice my arms are straight. So it's a little more time under tension. So really make sure your back is in a good place. Come on, couple more. Again, you don't have to do this option. One more. Steer that wheel. And come up. Whew. Really felt that in my chest. That's a great option if you don't like push-ups, and it's a great way to work your core. All right, moving on. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. All right. Okay, we're gonna do lateral hops. We're gonna hop from side to side, and we're gonna punch it down, okay? So our feet are together. You wanna have a weight for a marker, because this can go in a different direction. We wanna really keep it to this and this. I'll show you low impact. It's here and here and here. My chest is up. It's a side to side squat. Here it is with the jump. But use that weight for a marker because it's not a step touch. It's not a skater, okay? So low or high, you have 45 seconds. Are you ready? Take one foot. I have my left foot behind. I'm gonna step out. Here we go. So you're kind of moving both legs at the same time, making it a little harder. I like to tap that dumbbell with a nice straight back. So I'm not rounding. If I don't touch the dumbbell, it doesn't matter. I'm just keeping my spine long. Ooh, come on, you got 30 seconds here. Here's the low. I like to come up. That level change is gonna drive the heart rate up. Come on, this workout's for everybody. I'm gonna show you from the side. See how I'm not rounding? I'm keeping my chest open, my hips back. Side to side, come on. 10 seconds. My legs are burning. Might have a slight toe turnout, but it's more of a squat than a plie. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Notice I'm keeping my feet moving. I hydrate and move. How we doing? All right, we're 21 minutes in. Right on target. I'm gonna try to finish this in about 30 minutes, and then we have that core little finisher at the end. Woo, a few more things to do. All right, we have not worked triceps yet, so we're gonna work the triceps. Now, I love a compound move. So we're gonna combine a kickback with a row. So you wanna make sure your weights, you can support the kickback without swinging. So my weights are gonna be here. I'm gonna row, kick, hold it, and press. This is one of my favorite exercises. You can also do it in a staggered position, and you can just switch halfway through. I'm gonna take 10s for this. Row to kickback, my favorite. Get a lot done in a little bit amount of time. Ready? Row, kick. Now, I'm keeping my eyes forward, but if I were watching myself or watching this video, you might want to look here. Just be careful of your neck. Maybe look up once, get it, and then set that gaze. You're not dropping your head. So even if you have light weights or no weights, move slowly. There's a lot of time under tension. Notice I'm not flicking my wrist. Keep going. I'm going to show you how it can go wrong. Keep going. Sometimes I see even trainers do this. They flick the wrist, okay? It's really from here. That wrist just stays nice and straight. You have 10 more seconds. Good. Focus on that -2 and push it down. Good. All right. Another cardio, and we will be working triceps and back again. Don't worry, but I love that one. Gets everything. All right. Here, we're gonna do more of a dynamic squat in and out. So we did it a little bit in that first one. It's a drop squat, feet together, out, in. Okay, we're gonna be here for 40 seconds. Okay, if you wanna make it harder, you're gonna add a heel click. If you wanna make it easier, you're gonna do this. Squat, tap it, okay? It's not easy. You're still working inner thigh, but it's less impact, okay? Impact and intensity, they really, I mean, you can do low impact, high intensity. It's all what you put into it, okay? Speed, depth, all of it, okay. Ready? 40 seconds. I'm gonna start with just the jump version. Here we go. Now, if I wanted to make it harder, I would go faster, okay? If I wanna make it harder with a heel click, here, soft landing. Notice I'm not doing this and then going down, I'm jumping right into it. Okay, keep going. Here's the low impact. You can make it more dynamic. The arms, especially if you're doing this with less impact, okay? Or here, come on. Breathe. Come on. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Walk it out. Breathe. Woo. I'm feeling it. Rear delt flies. Working the back of the shoulder. Woo. Breathe. I am feeling it. Okay. I'm going with my 10s here. Hinging, pulling the elbows back and down, just like that. Okay, slight bend in the elbow. So it's not here, okay, and it's not here. Keep that spine nice and tall. Use a mirror. If you need to, you can go one arm at a time. You're pulling the elbow back, okay, and you're keeping a slight bend in the elbow. All right, and you want to watch up and down, not faster going down than you come up. All right, ready? Here we go. That's all it is. So if you want, get used to it one arm at a time. Now, I love one arm at a time because this is also working the core. Because your core is like, wait a minute, one arm is going to the side, one arm is down, what's up with that? So just use your back to lift the weight, not your hand. I know that sounds crazy, but we don't want to tighten the grip, and we don't want to do this either, okay? I see this a lot. Go slow. Go lighter weights and slower. Time under tension. Flex through the back, work in the upper back, come on. Pull the core in. You can also stagger it with a split stance. Elbows back. If your elbows are too high to the side, you're gonna feel it in your neck. We don't want that. Come on, you got 10 seconds. This split stance is great if you have any lower back tightness or tension. So use that. It's not a lunge, it's just a kickstand. Last one. You got a bonus one there. Now, if you're using the right size weight, you know if you're winded, that's what you want to feel. The last few reps should be hard. In the beginning, you might be just feeling your way through. That's okay. We all started somewhere, and we all restarted somewhere, right? After an injury or coming back from something, when life hits you in the face, we've all been there. We get back. We get back to feeling good and moving our body. Shuffle to and drop. So we're gonna come to the end of our space. It can be walk, walk, squat, walk, walk, squat, or it can be shuffle on your toes, drop it. So I'm doing 2 shuffles. Now, you use your space, okay? If you have more of a space, maybe you want more shuffling, less squatting. You're gonna be here for 45 seconds. Push into your heels. So I'm coming down, I don't have to touch. I'm keeping my chest up. I'm letting my legs bring me down. My eyes are forward. This is a fun one to do with somebody, maybe with me. Maybe you're going faster than me, that's okay. Inner thigh, abs, cardio. You got 15 seconds. Come on. You got it. Keep moving. Come on. Pick those feet up. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Little sneaky burn there. Whew. All right. Nice job. All right. Whew. All right. Next one. Biceps and shoulders. So we're gonna go curl, press, in and down. We're gonna just keep the legs quiet here. Let that heart rate come down. Keep moving. Hammer curl, lateral, in and down. So we're not here, okay? I want those arms here. Slow, slow, slow. I'm gonna go 10s again because I know my limitation with the lateral raise. And based on anything else I did this week, I did a lot of upper body. I'm just gonna stay right here. Here we go. I'll show you from the side as well. Your core is firing here. Slight tuck of the pelvis. You've got 45 seconds here. Come on. You can kickstand it. Make sure the weights don't come too far up. You kind of have to stop yourself. And then you're taking the weights away from the body, hence working the core. Boom. Breathe. If you need to do a shoulder roll, I'll show you that mod. Use your weights for that shoulder roll. This is working your postural muscles, and then you come back. You only have 15 seconds to go. I just say stay moving. Find that default move. Maybe it's the curl, maybe it's the shoulder roll. Loosen up on that grip. Come on, and time, bring it down. Good job. All right, skaters, and I'm gonna add on. First, we're gonna do a skater, low or high impact. Then I'm gonna do a skate with a jump, okay? Like you're grabbing a basketball and getting rid of it, okay? Basketball season is upon us, okay? So, starting with the skater, we're gonna be here for about a minute because I'm gonna show you the different options and you can default, okay? So skater, low impact, right here. Tap it, tap it. You're moving laterally. It's a one-legged squat, right? One-legged squat, push into that heel. Want a little more? Now you're trying to still move laterally. Go down to come up. Keep that hinge. So you're not coming all the way up. Now your goal is to try to go deeper into that one-legged squat. You might go slower, that's fine too. All right, come on. Finish this, and then we're gonna go to part 2. It's a skate with a shoot. Here we go. Skate, shoot. It's not really a skate, it's more of a lateral movement. If you don't like that, you can do a skate with a little shoot here. Good. I'm staying low. I'll show you from the side. So it's still a lateral movement. That's why I like to do this one with skaters, because you're still getting outer and inner thigh. Whew. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Walk it out. All right. We have another one for triceps. Good job. All right. We are going to do an overhead tricep extension with a swing. One weight, or you can use 2 lighter weights as long as you push into each other. Again, if you don't like this one, just get used to this. Okay, then we're going to the floor, okay? We are going to the floor. So it's coming. All right. We have one more cardio after this. We cool it down and we have core, but still a little upper body. All right. I'm gonna hold my weight like this with a nice, even grip. If you don't like this grip, you can hold it like that, okay? So this is nicer if you are just starting with this exercise, okay? Toes out to the side. It's a kettlebell swing. Tricep overhead extension. Notice, I'm gonna go right with it. We're gonna be here for 45 seconds and I'm gonna coach you through it. Hinge, it's not a squat. It's more of a swing, thrusting those hips. Notice my elbows stay with energy in, okay? Anytime we work the tricep, whether it's a skull crusher, a tricep dip, a tricep push-up, or a kickback, we keep the elbows in to really access that tricep. All right, keep going. I'm gonna show you the other grip, and then I'm gonna spice it up a little. Swing. The key is an even grip. So if you have 2 lighter weights, chest up, thrust those hips. Now we're gonna add 3 overhead extensions. Notice my knees aren't locked. 1, not rushing it. 2, not rushing it. 3, you swing. Keep control of the weight. Come on. Swing it. We have 2 more just like that. Now, if you don't like this, maybe just do the swing. Nice even grip. Finish it. 1 more. Tuck that pelvis. Remember, you can stay with your singles. 1 more. Woo. And bring it down. Woo. All right. We have 1 more cardio. Okay? 1 more cardio. And what is it? It's gonna be a burpee. I'll show you a modification. Okay? You can do a walkout, walk in. I'll show you that first. In fact, let's all start with that. You can stay with it, or you can progress, go to the burpee. I'm not gonna add a push-up to the burpee, it's just a thrust back. So for the walkout, if you don't want any of these, if you have any wrist issue, you're gonna go to squat, lunge, tap down, squat, lunge. We did this in the warm-up with a hinge. This kind of gets you used to that. Moving back kind of is a good modification. All right. Here we go. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of walkouts, and then we'll go to burpees, 30 and 30. This is it, and then we do core, okay? Bend your knees, come down, walk it out to a plank, walk it in, and stand. Okay, that's your move. You're walking it out. It's a little bit of a beast, which is a little more quads as you come back. Come to your plank. Again, just getting used to the movement. Now, if you want to add a little spice to this, you can jump it at the top. There we go. This will drive your heart rate up because you are working down and up. You're working multiple muscles. Now we're going to go to the burpee. I'm going to move to the front of my mat. I'm going to go down. I'm going to thrust back. In and stand. Go. 30 seconds. You can add a jump. Now, if you really wanted to add, you can drop the belly for more of a full burpee. It's kind of like a little push-up on the way back. Okay. But you don't have to. Remember, you don't have to jump. You can just walk it back. Walk, walk, walk in, stand. This is what would be a step up from the walkout. All right, 5 seconds. Last one. And time. Walk it out. Walk. I know you want to just stay right here. I do too. Breathe. We're at 37 minutes. Not bad. Now, if you want to just cool down from here, you go. I'll cool you down. If you want that 5-minute bonus abs, come back, fast forward, and you do it another time. Okay, so I'm gonna cool everybody down, and then we'll do those abs. How we doing? You should need this. That was good. All right, so again, this workout can be for everybody. I have lots of different workouts, but every workout, I promise you, has modifications, okay? So you can go with the higher, the lower. It's all good. You're moving your body. You should never overthink what you're doing. We all do that to ourselves. I do it all the time, but I try to tell myself, don't do it. because whatever you do is good. Movement is good. If you wake up one day and you're just not motivated to work out, try to do something, even if it's just a walk. Get a 10-minute walk in. That's working out, that's movement. So sometimes that can rev you up to doing something else. I have a lot of 10-minute workouts on my YouTube channel. Tip and tone was a tip of the day I did over the holidays. Those are great to just stack together or just add on or just a standalone if you just don't know what to do, okay? Let's come on down in heart rate, not to the floor yet. We're gonna take it side to side. Big breaths, keeping your head above your heart, and I'm gonna bring that shoulder down. Good, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is a little sampling of everything. You know, every workout should not be like this. You should do some that are just maybe strength, maybe abs only, or legs and abs, upper body and abs. So you can always find those on my channel. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach for your right wrist and pull it over. Inhale, reach for the other wrist. Again, up. Little side bend, still core engagement here. Last one. We're gonna pivot to the side for a calf stretch. I'm gonna do it standing, and then I'll show you how to do it all the way down. So right here, if you want a little more, you're gonna come down, knee over heel, and push through that back heel. Again, you never wanna strain to get to the ground. That's why if you wanna just do it standing, you wanna stretch out that calf. You can also elevate on a bench here. Good job. Come front, roll it up. Body roll, why not? Roll it up, take it to this side. So your feet are apart, you're on that railroad track, pushing through this back heel, which is what you would be doing down in that runner stretch. A little more hip engagement on the runner stretch. Here we go. So if you want, notice my knee's not here. I see that all the time. Really push through that back heel. Front knee over the heel. You can always add a little open chest there. Good. Come center and fold over both legs. If this is too much for you, stay right here, okay? Bend the knees, hand above the knee, roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Big deep breath, hands to your heart. Awesome job. If you need a little bit more stretching, take it here, but we're gonna come down. We're gonna work your core a little more. All right. So grab your water, have your weights available, because we're gonna do another exercise for the back and the core. So it's one of my favorites. You don't need a weight, okay? It's going to be a pullover, and I'll show you with a bridge and without a bridge. This is gonna be 45 seconds. So if you don't have a weight, you're just gonna be here with a pullover. Just get used to this motion. And believe me, when your arms are over your head, it takes some work to keep your spine imprinted down here. So you wanna have that little pelvic tilt. Otherwise, you're gonna maybe add that bridge. Okay, it's a glute bridge, but it's also called the shoulder bridge. Your shoulders are down. And I'm gonna hold one 10-pound weight, okay? So here we go. 45 seconds, with or without a weight, with or without the bridge. All right, here we go. It's a little bit for the back. This is for the lats in the back, okay? So I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna bridge. Now, that weight might come up more towards your knees. It might just be over the chest. Whatever you do is fine here. Mine is coming a little bit here. You can bring it further down, but you don't need to touch the legs or anything like that. This is for the lats in the back. So you keep that slight angle in the elbow. You have 25 seconds left. So it's not a tricep skull crusher. I see that all the time. The skull crusher, your elbows would be above your shoulders and you would be bending and straightening like you would in a kickback. So you're getting core, you're getting lats, you're getting glutes right here. Can we do one more rep? And bring it down safely. Good. All right. All right, here we go with a crunch. We're gonna bring our legs to tabletop, fingertips above the ears, and this is all we're doing. We're just crunching. If you don't like your legs in tabletop, you're gonna be right here. Now, I like to lift from a lifted position. You have 45 seconds right here. Notice I'm not pulling on my head. I really don't even need my hands. My chin is tucked a little bit and I'm not looking up. Old school, we used to look up all the time. I was trained that way, look up at the ceiling, and this whole part of your neck gets like so tense. So I'm looking out at a picture of my daughter right now in front of me. I love it. So that's what I'm doing. Legs in tabletop is always going to be a little harder because your abs are working to hold them up. Breathe. Remember, you can have your head down in between. Just tuck the chin and then roll it up. This would be the way to do it. Okay, tuck and roll. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your head down. Good. We're going to go right into a hip drop and then a bicycle. So this would be your modification. You're going to be here. You're going to keep your spine down. We're going to drop and drop. Okay? This is a foundational exercise. You may have seen it here with the dead bug arms. But this is something that you need to master before you do anything like an in and out or a bicycle or a V-sit. So this is a really good foundational exercise. If you don't like this, drop from the top. You're gonna keep your feet on the floor and then reverse it. Just bring one leg up at a time to tabletop. Now I'm gonna add a bicycle. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, and we're gonna be here. Okay, if you don't like the extension, you're gonna go back to the single leg drop, right? We're doing a single leg drop. We're just adding a crunch over, shoulder to elbow. Now, it doesn't matter if my shoulder to knee. Doesn't matter if my elbow touches my knee. What matters is this, okay? Twisting. So I like to imagine that I am on a balance beam or a step. So you're imprinting your spine so you don't fall off of that. I do this on my step in class, and it does make it harder because you really have to keep a little bit more aware so you don't fall off the step. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up, or you can go to your side. All right, we're gonna spice it up a little bit with a mountain climber. You can do this low or high. We're only gonna be here 30 seconds. Hands down, you're in a plank. You can also just hold your plank here or here if you're just starting out, okay? And we're gonna bring that knee across, a cross climber. Keeping my hips down. Now you don't wanna be up here, okay? If you have wrist issues, maybe you take your hands on dumbbells. I love this option, okay? Keep the shoulders down. We're gonna run it. Now, if you don't like running it, you're just gonna tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Keep your arms straight, hands under your shoulders. As if we didn't do enough cardio. Come on, we got a couple more things to do and we're done. Keep that core tight. You can also bring the knees in. 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down, sit in child's pose. Excellent job. All right, so I know I always go on and on a little bit more and talk a lot, but very important. We're gonna come down to a superhero to finish out our core work. Again, this is just a little bit of sampling. At the end of your workout, you already worked your core a lot. So if you want just core, I have just core workouts. Okay, so from here, reach through the fingertips, lift your arms up to goalpost, lift one leg and put it down. Lift the other and put it down. Notice my nose is staying here. If this is too much with the arms, just lift the legs and keep the hands down. I like to do this one with the elbows back because I want to really work on your postural muscles here too. You can do it out here as long as you feel confident that you're not hunched through the shoulders. And then we're going to spice it up with a little swimming. You can do it like this, or you can keep with the alternating leg, okay? Here it is with the arms out. Again, finding the core here, squeezing your navel into your spine, reaching through the crown of the head. You're working all these muscles in your back. This is essential for back health. So if you sprinkle in a little bit of superheroes, with or without the swimming, just with the lifting, that's going to keep your back nice and healthy and balanced. 3, 2, 1. Sit back in child's pose. Good job. Breathe. Lengthen through the spine. This is a great stretch to do after you do some extension work. So again, that was just this little bit of core, but enough to really feel it. We did some twisting. We did some crunching. Good. Come on up. Come forward. Now you can come back down here for a little Sphinx pose, just to relax and settle the back. Nice job. And then I'm going to push back. And I'm going to go to downward facing dog. You can do child's pose or downward facing dog. From here, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back, downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet right away, just kind of winding things down. Gaze goes towards the knees, the feet, working those heels down. You can take both together, shoulders away from the ears. Slow your breath. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Your heels may or may not touch the ground. It doesn't matter. Now look at your hands, okay? And you're gonna walk your hands in towards your feet without moving the hips too much. And you're gonna fold over both legs. You can bend the knees. And then bend your knees and roll it up. One vertebrae at a time, but very slowly. Big shoulder roll. Big deep breath. Hands to your heart. We're gonna do a couple upper body stretches. My favorite, chest opener. Lace the fingertips behind, back of the hand down, opening up the chest. It's a great one. And then bring the arms in front. Interlace the fingertips, push through the wrists as you push away, and then round the upper back. Just opening up the shoulder blades. Inhale up, exhale, roll the shoulders back, and give yourself a hand. It's a little bit more than express, but I did a fair amount of talking. We added a warm-up, a cool down, which is a part of the workout. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you didn't have time for abs, just maybe you could have cooled down with me and then do the abs another time. I will be adding more just abs, just shoulders, or just arms, just legs workouts. So you can kind of pick and choose. Those are gonna be shorter, more compact, 15 to 20 minutes. Legs and abs, arms and abs, things like that, that you can add on or just use as a standalone workout. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to this channel and check out my website, fitwithchristina.com, for more ways to work with me. And as most of you know, I'm a health coach, nutrition coach, personal trainer, and group fitness instructor. I've been doing this for 35 years. Absolutely love it. My specialty is working with women and of all stages of life, and I would love to hear from you. So check out my, you can comment below or check out my website and contact me that way and subscribe to my email list.